Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to another episode of the Athletics franchise here on MLB The Show 24. And today we're going to head back down to the farm for the 12th time in this series, take a look at the minors to see how AA and AAA are doing. So if you're excited for this one, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. As we'll start off in AA with the Midland Rockhounds, and this year they're actually playing pretty good ball, sitting at 26-19 on the season. That leads the Texas League South. We'll focus on a couple of guys today, starting off with the guy on the mound. Sean Ariano will be making a start. We saw him in actually the last down the farm as well, and I mean he's probably the best pitching prospect down here, a 22-year-old from New York who is playing pretty well. Think maybe he could be in the majors in a couple of years. The other guy is, of course, Charlie Rowe, our number 4 overall pick last year out of Jamaica. The 18-year-old seems like he's coming along nicely. He's hitting the ball well down here in AA. He'll probably be with them for the full season, and we'll take him on nicely. But it's nice to see his progression, so we'll focus on him today. We are playing the Tulsa Drillers, who are the AA of the Los Angeles Dodgers, and they do have one guy down here, Michael Abreu, a shortstop who was a 6th-round pick back in 2024. And he's got A potential, so he's coming along pretty nicely. But we'll head down to the field now. One OK Field in Tulsa. Yes, we always use real-life stadiums, so we'll see the Rockhounds and the Drillers go at it. Starting off with Charlie Rowe, who leads off for the Rockhounds, and he will ground out to third base to begin this ballgame. Meanwhile, on the bottom of the first, Sean Ariano will begin against Michael Abreu, the top prospect down here, and he plunks him on the first pitch. Drills Abreu. Yes, pun definitely intended there. Later in the inning, he's got 2 outs, and he walks Redmond, so Ariano getting himself in a little bit of trouble. And then he walks Newell, so base is loaded here already in the first, thanks to a bunch of free passes for Barstad, who pops this one up into foul territory. So it got scary for Ariano, but he does get out of the jam. We'll stay with him bottom 2, a little bit of a smoother inning. He gets a 1-2-3 inning here, so Ariano 2 scoreless to begin his day. As we go top 3 now, 2 down for Charlie Rowe's second at bat, and he's going to single up the middle. Base hit into center field. That average just continues to climb. We'll see if we can score him in, though. The next batter is Brett Harris, and with an 0-1 pitch, he crushes this one deep to center field, and watch this ball. It goes over the batter's eye. Absolute blast from Harris. What is the final tally? 492 feet! You've got to be kidding me. I think that's the farthest ball I've ever seen in this game that I've hit. I know that for sure. Harris, man, how do you do? So 2-0 now for the absolute nuke. And then the next batter, Kyle McCann, the catcher today, will hit this one into the right center gap. So maybe not done here in the 3rd inning. So runner now in scoring position. Jeremy Ironman now at the plate with a 1-2, and he lifts this one deep to center field. However, it will not be deep enough. The Rockhounds do get 2 in the 3rd. Bottom 3 now, 1 down for George, and he's going to get one right back. A solo shot down the right field line into the concessions, as that one left the ballpark in a hurry, and Tulsa cuts the lead in half 2-1. The next inning now, bottom 4, and they'll tie it up. This is a solo shot from Jake Geloff. Usually when a Geloff hits a home run, I'm pretty happy about it, but not today. This is the younger brother of Zach Geloff, Jake Geloff, and it's tied up at 2 apiece. Top 5 now, 1 on with 1 away for Rowe in his 3rd at-bat, and he lifts this one to left, but it will not be deep enough and be caught for the 2nd out of the inning. Next batter, Brett Harris, who just hit the absolute bomb in the last at-bat, will strike out on a slider, so still a tie game. As now we go into the top of the 6th. Rosario with 2 down. He gets a nice changeup and lifts it to center, where it will get down. A diving effort out there, but no chance. And Rosario with 2 outs, he's going to leg out a triple. So just like that, the Rockhounds with the scoring chance. Can we break the tie? It's up to Armando Alvarez with the 0-2, and he chops this one over to 3rd, and still tied up at 2 apiece. Going into the bottom of the 6th now, 1 down for Keith. Ariano's still on the mound, pitch count in the 90s, but he's got really good stamina. However, he gives up a shot over the head of the right fielder Winkler, and this is going to be a 1-out double, and now the Drillers looking to take their first lead of the day. 2 batters later, Meldlinger, the 9-hole hitter, and he's going to be shopping gap, and that will break the tie off of the wall out there in the bullpens. And the Drillers now have a 3-2 lead off the back of Meldlinger. Going to the top of the 8th now. Still 3-2. Rowe will strike out. Vanasco now on the mound for Tulsa. And then 2 batters later, Kyle McCann. He's going to try to hit this one the other way, but it will be caught. So we're now through 7.5 as we go bottom 8 now. Billy Sullivan got into the game in the 7th. He will continue into the 8th inning. He's got one down here for Barstad, and Barstad lifts this one deep to center field, and it is going to be up and out of here into the playground area. Tulsa extends their lead, now 4-2 off the bat of Barstad. Go to the next batter, Keith at the plate. Next pitch, actually, and he lifts this one deep to left center, and it's going to clear the wall. Back-to-back home runs for Tulsa, and they take a 5-2 lead, and that will essentially be the dagger. The Drillers will win this game 5-2. A good start for the Rock Cows, but then the bats went ice cold. If you take away the 492-foot shot, there wasn't a lot to go around, and the Drillers do win this game, as they had 5 runs on 8 hits, while we had 2 on 5. Now we'll head up to AAA to see how the Las Vegas Aviators are doing, and kind of the same story. We actually have a pretty good minor league team down here. They're sitting 29-22, leading the Pacific League West Division. There's a couple guys down here, but the main part of this episode, we want to see how Jose Butto does. We know about his struggles at the major today. He's making his first start at AAA since being sent down, so he will be a big focus of the episode. There's a couple of hitters, though, as well to take a look at. Richie Veach being one of them. He'll be the leadoff man. He was a second-round pick a couple years ago out of Arkansas. Played in 4 games at the Major League level last year. A little premature call-up, but he's been playing pretty decent now here at AAA, so at least it didn't stunt his growth. So he's probably one of our top guys here. Could be in line for the next call-up if he continues to play well. There's also Clark Elliott, a 25-year-old from Illinois who's never seen the majors. I think he's getting close. He's always been a better defensive player than an offense, but the offense is coming around. So if something happens in the outfield in the majors, Elliott could be that guy. Now, Sacramento River Cats is who we're facing today. They're the AAA affiliate of the San Francisco Giants. Their best guy is Jared McDaniel, an 18-year-old who was the number 11 pick out of last year's draft, and he almost seems Major League ready already. He's the 22nd best prospect in baseball. Fortunately for us, though, we will not be going up against him today. We will see Sixto Sanchez instead, the Major League veteran with the Marlins, as we host the 27-24 River Cats here at Las Vegas Ballpark. We'll start with Butto on the mound. How does he begin the day? Well, he begins by giving up a base hit to William May. So, little runner already on. That brings up Luis Matos up next, and he draws a walk. So here we go. Butto already got 2 men on, but he would settle down, though, and he gets the next 3 guys to all get out. So Butto a little scared at the beginning, but he settles in here. We'll start bottom 1 for us with Richie Veach 2-2, and he's going to get jammed. He'll ground this one over to second, so not the best at bat to begin the day for him. Clark Elliott is the 2-hole hitter today, and he strikes out on the changeup. So both of the guys we highlighted go down. Top 2, Butto really settles in. He gets a 1-2-3 inning here, which is nice to see. Good bounce back from the first. Bottom 3, Shane McGuire leading off for the Aviators. The catcher who rips this one into the gap, getting the start over C.J. Rodriguez today, and it's a leadoff double for McGuire. 2 batters later, Richie Veach now 1-0 pitch to him, and he hits this one up the middle, and he's going to come through with a base hit. McGuire will be sent home, and that's an RBI single for Veach. He gets the Aviators on the board first. Good spot now for Clark Elliott to keep the momentum going, and well, he grounds into a 5-4-3 inning double play. Going to the top of the 4th now, here's Blake Sabol at the dish, and he's going to rip this one to the gap. Sabol is definitely a Major League caliber player, but with the signing of JT Realmuto in the offseason, just kind of forced him down here to AAA. Marco Luciano up next, one of the top young guys in the Giants organization. He gets a base hit, and now 2 on here for the River Cats. Still nobody out. After a wild pitch, both runners move up, but it doesn't matter because Ryan O'Hearn's going to hit this one out of here to right field. A 3-run shot for Ryan O'Hearn, the veteran Major Leaguer. Spent some time with the Royals and Orioles before coming here to San Francisco, and he's got Sacramento up 3-1. Bottom 5 now, 1 down for Max Muncy hitting the 9-hole today, and he will chop this one up the middle for a base hit. So we'll get back around now to the top of the lineup. Richie Veach, next batter, next pitch, high slider. It's into right center. We're getting aggressive on the base pass, and it pays off because it's going to land for a base hit. And now runners are on the corners, 1 down. Good spot here for Elliott, who hasn't had the best day so far, and he draws a walk. So bases loaded, only 1 down. It's Lawrence Butler at the dish. I want to see something out of him. He gets a sinker right down the middle with good timing, and he pops it up. Come on, man. I can't hit the ball better than that. 2 down now with Toro at the dish. He gets a full count. He hits a changeup well to left field, but not deep enough. And with bases loaded, 1 down, we end up with 0. Top 6, Kyle Muller's now on the mound. Butto went 4 innings in this game. It was an okay debut for him. And Muller will get through the 6th, no problem. Bottom 7, here's Elliott with 1 on, 2 outs, and he will draw a walk. So Whitman now on the mound for the River Cats. He's got 2 on. Going to bring up Lawrence Butler up next, who popped up in his last at-bat, and he draws a walk as well. So another chance here for Toro with the bases loaded and 2 outs. 0-1 pitch, gets a fastball inside, hits it to center, and it will drop. And this time, Toro does come through in the clutch. He ties it up at 3 apiece with a 2 RBI single. Whitman would then be taken out of the game. Drew Lugbauer up next. We'll look at strike 3. They say he went around. There's no chance he did. But we'll go to top 8 now. We're tied up at 3 apiece, and right when we tie the game up, the River Cats' bats start to come alive. It's almost like they know when we get close, they just turn on the Jets. Thinking, no reason, not because it's a game at all. As the next batter, Luis Matos hits this one in the gap. Like I just said, the River Cats did not hit the ball well at all today, but as soon as we get close, they start doing that. And it's going to have a close play at home, and the run is in time, and the River Cats retake the lead. Muller now struggling into his 3rd inning of work as he has 1 down now, and Luciano will get an RBI, and it's now 5-3 Sacramento. As Muller would not stay in much longer, Danny Jimenez now in the game with 2 down, and he will get us through the jam. But the River Cats now have a 2-run lead going into the 9th. Beach with 1 down. He pops this one up into right center where it will be caught. So the game comes down to Clark Elliott. Can he extend the game? First pitch from Crawford into left field, and he does. So that's a single, and now the tying run is at the plate. It's Lawrence Butler. Lefty on lefty, first pitch. He hits this one well to right field, but it just hangs in the air enough to be caught, and the River Cats win 5-3 in a pretty frustrating game because I thought we hit the ball well, and overall we pitched pretty decent. But as soon as we get close in this game, man, they just pull away. I know this is legend difficulty, but I'm calling a little bit of baloney on that one. So we lose both games in today's minor league episode, but we saw some good action. But next episode, we'll return to the Major League Club. We have a 2-game homestand against the Padres before heading to the nation's capital and the Nationals for 3. These are some winnable games, specifically those Washington ones. And I want to start to turn this season around. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. Let me know what prospect you're excited to see potentially make it to the majors. But this is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.